So 2018 is going to be a real interesting year for gaming, considering 2017 brought out the big guns when it came to the end of the year. So after all those games launched, I almost feel like, what's going to be coming out in 2018? It feels like everything came out in 2017. Well, fear no more, because I'm going to give my 5 most anticipated games that should hopefully be dropping in 2018. Last time I did one of these, 4 of the games that were on the list didn't come out until the next year, so that's why I haven't been doing these very often. So some of these should be coming out in 2018, so let's get started at number 5. Spider-Man PS4 may be out of left field a little bit, considering I don't talk about PlayStation that much at all, unless I'm being nostalgic about the PS1 days or something, considering that was my first console. The PS4 for me just doesn't have that many games that interest me, and the ones that have come out, they end up feeling like letdowns for the most part. And Spider-Man, though, it's going to be apparently an open-world Spider-Man game, and I am very into Daredevil and his comics, and Spider-Man and Daredevil cross paths on many of occasions. And actually, a lot of Daredevil enemies started out as Spider-Man enemies, so that's one reason I am really interested in it. And with it being open world and whatnot, it sounds really cool. We haven't had very many comic book games this generation. Maybe Spider-Man can turn things around a little bit, so I am interested in this one. Forza Horizon 4, considering I'm actually not that big on driving games, also seems like it's a little bit out of left field. But I have to say about Forza Horizon 3, the last entry in this franchise, I loved that game. It was probably my most played driving game like of all time that isn't like a Mario Kart game. And I think I called it my favorite driving game of all time, maybe even the best driving game ever made. And I stand by that. Forza Horizon 3 was awesome. And apparently some rumors just came out that Forza Horizon 4 may be set in Japan, which is going to be really interesting considering like all the big cities and whatnot in Japan. So I am very interested in Forza Horizon 4, and as a follow-up to Forza Horizon 3, it's going to be tough to top, but man, I hope they give it their best shot. Forza Horizon 4 could be a damn good time. And the reason you're seeing Forza Horizon 3 footage is because there is no Forza Horizon 4 footage. Next. Yes, the Nintendo Switch is going to be continuing its freaking year of absolutely insane releases. And one of those that I'm really interested in is Project Octopath Traveler. I'm going to screw that up at least once. But that demo they released back a few months ago, I really wish I had done a Let's Play of it or something of that sort, because the art style of this game is really cool. The 3D mixed with 2D. It's very interesting, very, very cool. And it actually seems like it's more of a mature take on old school JRPG tropes as well. And it's got an awesome combat system. The combat system in this game is worth the buy alone. It is very, very well done. And the demo, if you have a Switch and you're even remotely interested in old school JRPGs, you gotta download that thing. That demo is fantastic. And playing as 8 different characters that are eventually going to somehow join forces and whatnot sounds like it's going to be a very, very good time. Very interesting take on the turn-based JRPG genre. Definitely keep an eye out for this one. And now it's time for the game that nobody has ever heard of to make its appearance on this list, Underworld Ascendant. This is basically a sequel, kind of, sort of, next-gen version of the old Ultima Underworld games. And if you need any convincing to get this game, I can do it in 2 words. Warren Spector. This guy is heading up development on this game, and any game this man touches instantly turns to gold. Underworld Ascendant looks like it's basically going to be a mix of, not quite Skyrim levels, since I don't know if it's going to be a full open world, but basically if I had to like describe it to a more new age gamer, think Deus Ex mixed with fuck it, Skyrim, because it's a fantasy setting and the amount of stuff that you can get done in this game using basically anything you want to is going to be absolutely insane. Crafting spells, playing as any type of character you want to be. Stealth approaches, action approaches. It's going to be so goddamn amazing. It's basically the epitome of player choice, and that is just so good. Perfect for how to get shit done and make a game great. And if it sounds like I'm rambling, it's because I am, because there hasn't been that much released on this game, so I gotta try and scrounge up the trailers and a little bit of gameplay that has been revealed. But it's going to be open in terms of player choice and how you can approach any given situation and basically just accomplish it in like 50 different ways, and 20 of those ways weren't even intended by the game developers. It's going to be a damn good time, and keep an ear out for any more information dropping from this game, because this could be one of the big sleeper hits of 2018. Pokemon Switch is without a doubt my most anticipated game of 2018. And of course there has been nothing revealed about this game since it was announced as being in development at E3 last year. Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch is without a doubt my most anticipated game even of all time. The open world Pokemon game is what Pokemon has needed since it moved over to the 3DS. It's why the 3DS games have always to me been a little bit uncomfortable, I think would be the right way of putting it. They try and like walk the line between open world and linear as all hell hand-holding. And Pokemon on the Switch needs to be open world and just maximum player choice and freedom. It's what made Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey the all-time classics that they are. And that's why Pokemon it needs to go open world. And if it's not on the Switch, it'll be one of the biggest disappointments of all time. And if it is, it just might well be one of the best games ever freaking made. Freaking quote me on that. And if it is the open world Pokemon game, I will blow Shigeru Miyamoto for the rest of my life. He will be in the ground and I will fillet the fuck out of him. This game will be goddamn amazing if it is open world. Make it happen, Nintendo. 2018 is the year of the pipe dream Pokemon game. Now make this shit happen. That is my list of the 5 most anticipated games of 2018 for me. It's going to be a real interesting year. After the real big hit or miss year that 2017 was, hopefully 2018 will hopefully not be the year of the massive loot box bullshit in EA. Thanks for watching.